We see a small little shadow looking at a screen reading breakout as the small shadow presses a button. Computer, it is time, code 10110011. As the shadow looks outside a window as we see a spaceship leave as the shadow looks at the screen again. It is time for the Omnitrix to save the universe again. As we cut to the spaceship flying fast as we see inside as we hear the autopilot voice. Ship 121. Destination planet 33322 aka Earth. Directive locate descendant of Ben Tennyson. As we cut to Earth as we see as young green hair boy about 10 being beaten by a ash blonde hair boy, 2 multicolor hair boy and girl or red and white and 2 blue hair kids, 1 boy and 1 girl with glasses and 1 girl that looks like the green hair boy a little who look to be about 10. Meanwhile we see a ash blonde hair girl recording them beating the green hair boy up. Katsumi, just hold on a little more Icon. Once they stop I will bring you to Granny and give the video evidence to Nizu, he will save you from this hell. As the kids stop beating the boy as he looks at the kids start to talk. Ida. This is your fate, you stupid loser Deku. Shoto. That is right, you're weak and useless. Tanya. God, who would ever love a quirkless loser like you? Izumi. This is getting out of hand, why am I doing this again? I need to stop this. Shoka. We took this too far, we aren't heroes, we are monsters. Just then the boy got kicked in the face as the others looked to see the ash blonde hair smirking. Katsuki. You know what Deku, I just thought of something, you can be a hero. This made everyone look at him as Katsumi goes wide-eyed as she know what he might say. Katsuki. Pray for a quirk in your next life when you take a swan dive off the roof. This made Izumi and Shoka go wide-eyed as Tanya and Shoto smirked. Tanya. That is right, break his spirit, so I can bring it back so he will always love me and not anyone else. Tenya. This is good, now my brother is safe and can be with my sister. Shoto, that Deku deserves to die. As Izumi punches Katsuki as he and the others look at her. Izumi. That is it, we took it too far. I knew I should have told on you when you came up with this plan, God, why was I such an idiot? Izuku, I am sorry, let go, tell Nizu I will confess to everything and tell everything we did to Yo. As Izumi looks to see Izuku gone as Izumi gets pissed as she runs to Yue as we cut to Katsumi also run with tears in her eyes. Katsumi. Damn it Katsuki, if Icon kills himself before Nizu, and the pros can find him I will kill you. As we cut to Yue with Katsumi showing the evidence as we also see Izumi on the ground bowing and explaining everything and why they did it. As we see Nizu, GT, RG, Aizawa, Midnight, Sir Night Eye, Endeavor, Burnin and the other staff members as they all have faces of pure disgust as Nizu stops the video and looks at Katsumi. Nizu. Thank you Katsumi for bringing this to my attention, but can I ask why this took so long to give to me? Katsumi. I needed everything, the neglect, the bullying, the injuries, I needed it all recorded, otherwise All Might say that it wasn't them and some other people. Nizu, I see. Izumi. Sir, I can confirm that my dad probably would have said that without the evidence Katsumi made. Katsumi. Don't call me my first name Yagi, we aren't friends anymore. Izumi. Sorry Bakugu. Nizu. And that brings me to you now Izumi, why do this? Izumi. I have no excuse. When Izuku was diagnosed as quirkless I wanted to help him, I swear I did, but I was scared of losing my brother the day before me and him watched hero videos and I saw how dangerous being a hero was. And when Katsuki said we should bully him so he understands that I told him no, but he keeps saying it until we gave in and started to bully him. Then at home mom and dad started to neglect him because dad said he needed tough love. I wanted to say something, but by the time I truly realized what I have done it was too late. I did try to make up for what I did in secret. Katsumi. What do you mean bitch? Tuya and I are the only ones that took care of him. Endeavor. That is why Tuya is out right now looking for Izuku. Nizu. Izumi explain. Izumi. Around the time I started to realize my mistake, I told the others I wanted to save Izuku from us. Katsuki hated that and asked Tanya to take pictures of me. This made Izumi start to cry. Izumi. She took pictures of me naked when we went to the pool in the locker room and gave them to Katsuki. Then he said say anything and every guy in school will see these pictures. So I couldn't help Izuku without anyone knowing, so at night I started to patch him up from the injuries we caused and left him food. I am so sorry. As Izumi cries harder as she looks down as the girls in the room and yes, even Katsumi goes to her and hugs her. Nizu, Aizawa, bring me them now. Aizawa, with pleasure. As we cut to everyone in Nizu's office as they are watching the evidence, as we see Katsuki tied up with court-canceling handcuffs on, as we see officers and a detective watching, and the president of the Hero Association, along with the parents of the kids. Nizu, now what do you have to say? Inko, crying, I am a monster. Shoka, crying, I didn't want any of this. As Tanya, Shoto, and All Might doesn't say anything as GT starts to beat the absolute shit out of All Might as the door opens to show Izumi walking in with another detective as he looks at Nizu and nods. This confirmed what Izumi said was true, that she was being forced to continue beating Izuku because Katsuki had naked pictures of her. Nizu, well, what Izumi said about Katsuki blackmailing her thanks to Ms. Ida was true, so Izumi, your punishment will not be as brutal. Izumi, and oh, I still deserve a brutal punishment. Nizu, you were blackmailed. Izumi, but I still bullied him and everything. Nizu, I will think about it later, but now I will like to ask the parents of the kids if we can read their minds to find out everything. Parents, you have our permission. After a professional came in and read the minds of the kids to get the full detail, we find that Shoka was also being blackmailed by Katsuki because of pictures which caused Endeavor to almost murder him if it wasn't for Rei and Aizawa holding him back. Nizu, with the information I have gathered, I should blacklist all of you, but I know Izuku, he would still want you all to have a chance, so I will give you all a chance to be heroes even though I shouldn't. Kids, thank you, sir. Nizu, except for you, Katsuki Bakugu, you are not given a chance. Katsuki, what? Nizu, what you did is the worst, and from the evidence of getting your mind read, you forced Tanya to take those pictures of the girls, so you are blacklisted and are being sent to a juvenile prison. Katsuki, fucking oh, I am the next #1 hero, I am the strongest in the universe. Nizu, take him away. As the detective drags Katsuki out of the room, as Nizu looks at the rest again. Nizu, you all will help find Izuku, but once we do, he will be under my protection and will not be going back with you. Inko, I understand. All Might couldn't say anything because he was laying on the ground bleeding and knocked out. Endeavor, now let's go help Tuya find him. As they all leave to go find Izuku, as we cut to him on a building looking down to the street. Izuku, I guess my life was pointless. I am not destined to be a hero. Meanwhile, hovering over Earth, we see the ship scanning the planet. Ship 121, Ben Tennyson's descendant located. The ship takes off towards Japan as we cut back to everyone look as they run into Tuya, who heard people talking about a green-haired boy injured heading to a building, as they all make their way to the building to see Izuku jump, as they all scream and can't move in fear of losing Izuku as a green energy beam grabs Izuku, as everyone snaps out of their fear to see Izuku get pulled into the ship as it speaks. Ship 121. Ben Tennyson's descendant acquired, returning to Primus. As the ship takes off, as Endeavor tries to go after it before it shot into space, as 5 people look at each other and nod. GT Izuku, who would have thought that you were the descendant of Ben Tennyson, if Azimuth Jr. has sent a ship to find you, then the Omnitrix is needed once again. With that, I, as the Magister of the Earth Plumbers, will inform and set up base again and let the world know of aliens once again. Meanwhile, on Primus. Azimuth. The ship has Ben Tennyson's descendant and is making its way back to Primus. I hope both of you are ready. As we see a squid woman walk out from the shadows alongside a man made of diamonds. As we start off with Izuku inside the ship, passed out from the jump, as he starts to wake up to see that he is somewhere dark and that the only light is on him. Izuku, where am I? Just then the room turns on all the lights as Izuku looks around to see many different machines that look way more advanced than Earth machines as the ship speaks. Ship 121, Morning descendant of Ben Tennyson. Izuku, who said that? Ship 121. I am Ship 121, an AI program that is meant to be your ride to Primus. Izuku. Primus, what is Primus and where am I? Ship 121. You will learn about Primus when you meet Azimuth, but where you are is. As the ship opens up, the blast shield blocking, showing Izuku that he is in deep space as he goes to the window amazed at what he is seeing. Izuku. I am in space. Ship 121. Yes, you are in space. Izuku, why? Ship 121. All answers will be answered by Azimuth, but for now please eat. My scans of you have shown you haven't eaten in 3 days. As a hole in the floor opens up with a plate of chili fries and a drink that looks to be a smoothie as Izuku goes up to them and starts drooling. Izuku. I love chili fries, how did you? Ship 121. You could say it is in your DNA, same with Mr. Smoothie. Izuku. I do love smoothies. Ship 121. Please enjoy, I have more chili fries and smoothies to last for 3 months, so do not be afraid to eat. Izuku starts to eat like an animal since he hasn't eaten anything for 3 days as we cut to later on as Izuku starts talking to the ship. Izuku. So how far are we from Earth? Ship 121. About 45 light years away. Izuku. Wow, that far, but how? Ship 121. I am equipped with warp gate capabilities. When I pasted the planet called Neptune, I activated it. Izuku. Wow, you're amazing. Ship 121. I am happy you say that, but I am just an AI in this ship. You can shut me off whenever you wish. Izuku. I wouldn't do that. Ship 121. Thank Mr. Tennyson. Izuku. Why did you call me Mr. Tennyson? Ship 121. You will find out when on Primus, but until then, what do you wish me to call you? Izuku. Izuku is fine. Ship 121. Understood, Izuku. As the day or night goes by as we see Izuku asleep, as we also see in the window a planet coming up as the ship wakes up Izuku to tell him they have made it to Primus. The ship lands as Izuku slowly wakes out of the ship to see a big diamond-looking dude, a squid-looking lady, and a girl that looks to be his age. Izuku. Ahio, wait, do you even speak my language? We do, little one. Izuku. Oh, okay, is one of you Asmith? I am Asmith. Izuku looks around to see no one as he looks down after seeing everyone else look down to see a tiny gray-looking frog. Izuku. You are Asmith. Asmith. Well, Asmith Jr., but you may just call me Asmith. Izuku. Okay, well, why am I here? Asmith. You are here because you are the descendant of the greatest hero of the universe. Izuku. All Might. Asmith looks at Izuku confused as he looks at the squid lady reading a tablet that has a bunch of Earth research on it. All Might, a human hero that is the #1 hero of Japan. Adopted father of Izuku. I am adopted. Asmith. It seems that you don't know who you are. Izuku. No. Asmith. Come walk with us. As Asmith runs and jumps on the girl's shoulder as she waves her hand to follow, giving Izuku a cute smile making him blush. While they walk, Izuku looks around seeing some amazing things as Asmith speaks. Asmith. Before I start, what is your name? Izuku. Izuku, sir. Asmith. Izuku, you are the descendant of Ben Tennyson, the greatest hero of over 7 galaxies. Izuku. I am. Asmith. Yes, see, when Ben was your age. Izuku. 10. Asmith. Yes, he found the Omnitrix, a device my father created to allow the Wearier to transform into many of the other alien species. Izuku. Really, he can transform into aliens, but wait, he was human. Asmith. Yes, but he was worthy of the Omnitrix's power many of time through his bravery, his heroic heart. Some people say no one better than Ben Tennyson could have found the Omnitrix. They all stop in front of a statue as Izuku looks at it amazed as he reads the name on it saying Ben 10,000. Izuku. Is that him? Asmith. Yes, and now you must save the universe like he did before. Izuku. But why me? I am quirkless, weak. Everyone I know hates me beside my best friend Katsumi and my brother Tuya. My family even hates me, and finding out I am adopted hurts more. It is just better if I kill myself like Katsuki said. Izuku looks down as everyone there got pissed at what Izuku just said as Myax looks at her tablet and see his body scan that the ship did and shops the rest, making them even more pissed at his old family as Asmith looks at Izuku. Asmith. Izuku, don't ever say that again, do you hear me? Izuku. But. Asmith. Don't, because without you the universe is in danger. Izuku. But I. Asmith. Ben Tennyson believes in you. Izuku. How do you know? Asmith. Because he gave me this before he died. As Asmith looks at the diamond dude as he pulls out a small device and gives it to Izuku as he presses, as Izuku looks to see a hologram of Ben as an old man. Hologram Ben. Okay, this is on right. It is good. Hello, my future descendant. If you are watching this, it means that the Omnitrix is needed again. Now learning all this must be hard to understand, and I have no idea what your life has been before you watched, but you are needed, Earth needs you, and so does the other species of the universe. You are the bridge between worlds that can connect others. It is in your blood. You have the blood of a Tennyson in you. You are a Tennyson, and we Tennysons must break through our fears and raise above to face what evil is out there. Be a beacon of light for all living things in the universe. You want to know the greatest power of the Omnitrix? Well, it is you. I may not know who I am talking to, but I know deep inside my heart is that you are pure of heart, a leader, a hero. You are a hero no matter what. This made Izuku start to cry as he falls to his knees and holds the hollow chip to his heart, making the hologram of Ben disappear, but you can still hear his voice. Hologram Ben. Save the universe, my descendant, I believe in you. As the hologram shuts up, as Izuku is still crying from what he heard Ben say, as the girl gives azimuth to the squid lady as she goes to Izuku and hugs him. We all believe in you, Izuku. We start off right where we left as Izuku stops crying and stands up as azimuth speaks. Azimuth. So, Izuku, are you ready to receive the Omnitrix? Izuku, yes. When Izuku said that, his left wrist started to glow green as he looks to see the Omnitrix. Imagine whatever Omnitrix you want, but I will be using the Omniverse one. Izuku. So this is the Omnitrix. Azimuth. Yes, it is now yours to wield. Now I would like to formally introduce you to everyone here. The diamond dude walks up. Tetrax. The name is Tetrax. I will be your combat trainer, vehicle trainer, and weapons trainer. Izuku. Tetrax, got it. The squid lady. Myax. My name is Myax, and I will teach you about all the species of aliens in the Omnitrix, and I will also teach you the many different laws on the other planets. Izuku. Thank you, Myax. The girl looks at Izuku and smiles, making him blush. Gwen. My name is Gwen. I may look human, but I am an alien. I am an anodite. Izuku. Anodite sounds cool. That made Gwen blush a little. Gwen, that you. Azimuth. Now, Izuku, we will let you rest some more before your teaching begins. Time skip 1 year. It has been a year and a lot has changed with Izuku. Thanks to the help of Azimuth, Myax, Tetrax, and mainly Gwen getting Izuku to open up about his past, he started to heal. Izuku saw Myax as a mother because she took care of him like he was her own child, because during the night when Izuku was sleeping he would have very bad nightmares of his past, and Myax would lay in bed with him, calming him down by humming a lullaby from her planet. She also made sure he was fully healed before he started his training. She did become his mother. Tetrax becomes somewhat the cool military uncle to Izuku. He told Izuku stories of his adventures in space, the jobs he took, some pleasant and some not so much. He showed Izuku all the vehicles on Primus, that being Kevin's car, the Rust Bucket 2, the Rust Bucket 3, Ben's car, and many more. He showed Izuku weapons but made sure Izuku wouldn't get hurt. He also took Izuku off Primus a few times to meet some allies that can help him if he ever needs. Azimuth, well, he became somewhat of a father to Izuku. He taught Izuku many things about the Omnitrix and was there to always listen to Izuku when he needs to just talk. Azimuth told stories of Ben that Izuku just loved and made him realize that him and Ben are more alike than he thought. Azimuth also explained Mr. Smoothie, which, well, thanks to Ben's blood running through Izuku, made Izuku addicted to it, and also made Izuku understand why the ship that brought him here knew that he would like it. Gwen became Izuku's second crush after Katsumi, but he never told Gwen that. They spent a lot of time together, with Gwen helping Izuku get out of his shell by playing fun games together and just talking. They talked a lot about random things that didn't even seem to have a purpose talking about. Izuku enjoyed the time him and Gwen would just sit under a tree and talk, and the same can be said about Gwen, especially when Izuku started talking about his dream of being a hero on Earth, but his dream did change, not just to be a hero of Earth but the whole universe like Ben, which made Gwen start to have a crush on him, which everyone but them could see. Izuku also started to use the Omnitrix and train after Myax said it was okay during the first year, and Izuku loved it, and you could tell that he was showing his Ben Tennyson side, sometimes like always pulling pranks when he see the opportunity, which made Gwen mad a lot because she was the one he mainly pranks sometimes. He would get cocky when in an alien form saying that he is the best, but that stopped after Tetrax wiped the floor with him in combat. Now let's see what Izuku past been up to during this 1 year time skip. Inko and All Might filed for divorce because it later come out after more investigation that All Might hating Izuku because Inko wanted to adopt him, had a friend manipulate her mind to start neglect Izuku, which of course made Inko hate his guts. She got full custody of Izumi and they moved in with Aizawa and Ms. Joke for a while before finding a place. Izumi asked for counseling, which Nizu already set up because of her being blackmailed. Shoka also asked for counseling, which she was given. They came clean about a lot of stuff that Katsuki made them do. But with that they also volunteered for a lot of stuff like being big sisters for Quirkless Child, helping RG at the hospital when she visits the children there, and many other things. Shoto became depressing and barely spoke because of his actions made him lose everything. He lost his brother Tuya, who told him he was worse than a villain. Rei and Endeavor took away a lot of his stuff for punishment. Natsuo and Fuyumi also started to talk to him less and less because of his actions, which he accepted and not blame Izuku for. He blames himself because he knew what he was doing. He wasn't forced or anything. He chose to bully Izuku, and this is his punishment, which he accepts and will take for responsibility for. Tenya and Tanya are a different story. After it was revealed on what they've done, their parents took away everything, their recommendation to UA, their allowance, but what really got them was Tensei. Their brother stopped talking to them because of what they did. He couldn't look them in the eye. This caused to snap and think that the only way to get everything they lost back is with Izuku's forgiveness. Tenya also become more of a control freak and wanted his rules to be followed by everyone. Mainly with Izuku. Tanya already had an unhealthy love for Izuku, but with him gone, Tensei stopped talking to her. She snapped worse than Tenya and started making plans to have Izuku all to herself. Now let's talk about the plumbers. During the year Izuku was gone, GT called the UN and informed them that the plumbers are returning. See, the UN knew about the plumbers for a long time, and when GT come to them and said they are coming back, they informed every country that the plumbers have diplomatic immunity, have higher authority than the governments and heroes, which pissed off some heroes. GT also told the world about aliens, but no one believed him until aliens started appearing, which caused some of the human population to start hating aliens while the others welcomed them. Now let's cut to Katsumi and Tuya as we see them in a car pulling up to a warehouse. Katsumi, is this the place? Tuya, yeah it is, but what I want to know is why we both got this mysterious letter saying to come here if we want to know what happened to Izuku. Katsumi, I really don't care. If the person that wrote that letter knows where Aiken is, I need to know, and if they play around I will beat the shit out of them. Tuya, hey, no swearing, you mother will kill me if I allow you to swear. Katsumi, what's scared of my mother? Tuya, yeah I think so. As both get out of the car and head to the door, as they walk in to see a couple other people, one being Burnin, who waves at Tuya making him blush and wave back. Then we see a girl with blue hair about 13 years old who is with a blonde hair guy and a black hair guy who is shaking. Katsumi, alright, what is happening here? Who sent this up? Burnin, we don't know. Katsumi, Katsumi, well we better learn, so I was told I will know what happened to Aiken. You will, Katsumi, all in due time. As everyone looks to see GT, Nizu, and RG. Katsumi, Gramps, Granny, Rat, what is all this? Tuya, I would like to know as well. GT, to answer that, you three please introduce yourself. GT looks at the other three, who steps up and looks at Katsumi, Tuya, and Burnin. Nijire, my name is Nijire Tatsuma. My mother told me to come here. Mirio, hi, I am Mirio Togata. My uncle Sir Knight I also told me to come here. Tamaki, I am Tamaki Amajiki. My to much new people. Mirio, sorry about him, but his uncle Fatgum also told him to come here. Tuya, okay, but why? Wait, Burnin, why are you here? Burnin, recovery girl sent me a message saying to come here. RG, I told you to come here because just like the rest here, you all have been chosen. Katsumi, chosen for what? GT, to be plumbers. Everyone, what? GT, I am the Magister of the Earth Plumbers, and we need new recruits for our ranks, and I asked many fellow plumbers to give us some candidates, and you all were chosen by high-ranking plumbers. Mirio, wait, are you saying that my uncle is? Nizu, a plumber? Yes, same with your mother Nijire and your uncle as well. Tamaki, they are plumbers. Tuya, what about me? Katsumi, and me. GT, you were chosen by me. You both were the only ones that took care of Izuku. You two are what the plumbers need. RG, I chose you. Burnin. Nizu, you will be Group A of 12 new plumber groups of recruits. You will meet some other groups later. Katsumi, okay, but before we continue this plumber talk, I want to know where is my Aiken. When Katsumi yelled, everyone besides GT, Nizu, and RG backed away. GT, Izuku is off-world. Katsumi, what does that mean? GT, he is on a special planet training to be the hero we all know he is destined to be. Katsumi, he is. RG, yes sweetie, he is training to wield a powerful device that only he can use. Something his ancestor used to save the universe many times. He will be back, I assure you. Katsumi, Why can't he train here on Earth? RG. Because sweetie, the planet his is on is the best way for Izuku to learn his new powers. Katsumi. Powers, what do you mean? GT. Sorry Katsumi, but that information is classified until you get higher in the ranks. Katsumi. But Tuya. Katsumi, if you want to know, then work hard and train hard to be a plumber. I am sure that is what Izuku is doing. When he comes back he will be a plumber and a hero, so get up in the ranks, maybe he will praise you if you do. Katsumi. Yes, getting Aiken to praise me is something that I can look forward to. GT. Good, now let us explain more about becoming plumbers. It has now been 1.5 years since Izuku came to Primus, and we see him and Gwen sitting under a tree talking. Gwen. Wow, you brother Tuya sounds fun to hang out with. Izuku. Yeah, even though he isn't my actually brother, he is my brother. Family doesn't have to be blood to be family. Gwen. I guess that is true. Anyway, tell me more about stuff you and Tuya did. Izuku. Well, he paid for a lot of stuff for us to do. He took me to my first ball game. He got me into a lot of stuff. Gwen. Like what? Izuku. Well, singing classes and other stuff. Gwen. You can sing. Gwen gets in Izuku's face, making him blush as he looks away. Izuku. Yeah, a little, and Tuya can also. He joined me in the classes. No one knew about it until now, because if they found out about it, well, they might have ruined it. Gwen sits back down and looks at Izuku. Gwen. Makes sense. Hey, can you sing me a song? Izuku. What, no? Gwen. And why not? Izuku. Because I not good. Gwen. Well, I won't know unless you sing, so please. Gwen gives Izuku the puppy dog eyes, making blush more as he sighs and agrees. Izuku. Okay, well, this is a song me and Tuya came up together. Izuku closes his eyes and starts to hum as Gwen waits and listens as Izuku started to sing. Izuku. If I was dying on my knee, you world be the one to rescue me. We quickly cut to Earth as we see Tuya with Katsumi, Burnin, Nijire, Mirio, and Tamaki being trained as Tuya just started to sing, making everyone stop. Tuya. And if you were drowned at sea, I'd give you my lungs so you can breath. As we cut to a split screen of both sing. Izuku and Tuya. I got you brother. I got you brother. I got you brother. I got you brother. We cut back to Tuya as he takes off his shirt, making Burnin blush as Tuya looks at his shoulder to show a tattoo saying Brothers Forever Izuku, making everyone shocked but happy as Tuya sings. Tuya. Oh brother, will go deeper than the ink beneath skin of my tattoo. We cut back to Izuku. Izuku. Though we don't share the same blood, you're my brother and I love, and that's the truth. We living different lives, heavens only know if we'll make it back with all our finger and our toes. Cut back to Tuya. Tuya. 5 years, 20 years, come back, it will always be the same. If I was dying on my knee, you world be the one to rescue me. Cut back to Izuku. Izuku. And if you were drowned at sea, I'd give you my lungs so you can breath. We get another split screen of them. Izuku and Tuya. I got you brother. I got you brother. I got you brother. And if we hit the troubled water, I'll be the one to keep you warm and safe, and we'll be carrying each other until we say goodbye on our dying day. As the split screen of their face zooms in so we can see them both getting a little teary-eyed. Izuku and Tuya. Because I got you brother. I got you brother. I got you brother. I got you brother. As both stop singing as we cut to just Izuku looking at Gwen, who grabs his hand. Gwen. That was a great song, Izuku, and I can feel your love for Tuya as a brother in your words. Izuku. Thanks, you know what, just singing that song makes me feel like somehow Tuya was sing with me. Meanwhile, back with Tuya. Tuya. Sorry about that, I just felt like singing that song that me and Izuku wrote together. Katsumi. Aiken can sing. Tuya. Yes, and I feel like he was singing and I had to join him. Burnin. Well, just by the words you sang, I can say you really love Izuku as a brother. Tuya. I do. We cut about to Izuku and Gwen. Gwen. Any other talents I should know about? Izuku. No, not really. Gwen. Aw, that sucks. Izuku. But anyway, Gwen, what is Anodyne like? Gwen looked down and hugged her knees as Izuku looked at her. Izuku. Gwen. Gwen. Anodyne was destroyed. Izuku. Oh. Gwen, if you think you made a mistake, you didn't because you didn't know yet. Izuku, you don't need to tell me what happened. Gwen, no, you should know. Gwen closes her eyes. Gwen, it all started when I was 7. Volcanus come to Anodyne without anyone noticing. He started mining rare ores that could only be found on Anodyne to make a profit, and once everyone started to notice what was going on, it was too late. See, the ore that Volcanus was mining keep our planet stable, but without it, no one could get off the planet in time, and the blast was too strong for anyone to block it with their mana. Izuku, that is horrible. Gwen, I only survived because my ex was friends with my parents and they asked her to teach me about the laws of the universe, so I was off planet when it exploded. Izuku, Gwen, you don't have to continue talking about this. Gwen nodded as they just sit for a while until Myax walks up and tells them it is time for dinner, as both get up, but Izuku stops Gwen. Izuku, Gwen, I promise one day when I have better control of the Omnitrix, I will bring Anodyne back for you. Gwen, Izuku, you. Izuku, I swear to you, Gwen, that no matter what, you will see you home again. Gwen looks down and gives a little smile as she looks at Izuku and kisses his cheek, making him blush. Gwen, you are such a dork saying stuff like that. Gwen runs away as Izuku puts his hand on his cheek as he slowly starts to walk back for supper. It has been a full 3 years since Izuku arrived on Primus, and right now Izuku is 13 and has better control over the Omnitrix and became closer with everyone. Right now we see Izuku and Gwen again sitting under a tree, but this time they are sitting closer than they usually do. Gwen, okay Izuku, tell me about Katsumi, you always change the topic when I ask about her. Izuku, so you are noticed. Gwen, it is obvious, you dork. Izuku, well yeah, I guess I am a dork, I mean I heard Ben was a dork. Gwen, yeah, I heard he was also, I guess it run in the fam. HEY, you did it again, stop changing the topic, I want to know more about Katsumi. Izuku, dang, you caught on. Gwen, I will not stop asking. Izuku, okay fine, but don't get jealous. Gwen, why would I get jealous? Izuku, because lately you've been getting jealous of other girls, or if I talk to other girls, remember that trip Myax and Tetrax took us on? Gwen, well those girls just started to flirt with you randomly. Izuku, I guess. Gwen, hey, don't get off topic, and I promise I won't get mad. Besides, I know this Katsumi is your first crush, and I know you probably still have feelings for her, so if we start dating, I will say we can have a Splixian relationship. Izuku, okay, well me and Katsumi we go back a long time. What Mitsuki and MMS Yagi used to tell me is that we were inseparable and that somehow we would always find a way to be close to each other. Back on Earth, we see Katsumi at a girls' night with Burnin and Nijire as they are having guy talk, and Katsumi is talking about Izuku. Katsumi. It drove my mom and Ms. Shimara crazy because they could never figure out how we did it. Burnin. It was like you both teleported. Nijire. That is cute. Katsumi. Yeah, anyway, I always looked up to Aiken, even though we are the same age, I looked up to him because of his heroic heart. Katsumi. Started to blush as she looks away. Katsumi. We used to play hero and the princess. Aiken used to always save me and say, "Fear not, my princess, your beloved hero has come to save you." Burnin and Nijire. Awu, how adorable. Katsumi. Shut up. We cut back to Izuku. Izuku. Yeah, kind of embarrassing now that I am older. Gwen. No, I think that story is cute, shows that you and her are really close. Izuku. Yeah, besides Tuya, Katsumi knew me the best. She knew when I was lying. Gwen. You mean she saw how your left eye twitches when you lie? Izuku. Yes, and you also noticed, great, anyway she also took my food a lot in a playful way, but I would do the same, which made her pout. I used to tease her when she did that because I would say. Cut back to Katsumi. Katsumi. What, you steal my food, but when I steal you go all adorable cat face on me. That is how he started calling me cat for my nickname. I got mad for getting my nickname first, I was like. Cut back to Izuku. Izuku. You bug, the girl is supposed to give the nickname first. After that she started calling me Aiken. Gwen. Aiken is a cute nickname. Izuku. Yeah, and she hasn't stopped calling me Aiken since. I bet she still calls me that even though I am gone. Gwen. Well duh, Izuku, when girls love a guy they will always continue doing stuff that shows their love. Izuku. Wait, Katsumi loves me. Gwen, you're such a dork. Izuku. Why you keep calling me a dork? Gwen sighs as she calls him a dork again as we cut back to Katsumi. Katsumi. Aiken is also very oblivious to my feelings. He probably doesn't even know I love him. Nijire, what are you going to do when he returns? Katsumi. Confess my feelings. Burnin. And if he doesn't understand? Katsumi. Beat him up until he understands that I love him, then heal him and make it up to him for beating him up. Burnin and Nijire. That a girl. We cut back to Izuku and Gwen. Gwen, you are a dork. Izuku. No, I am not. Gwen. You are now tell me more about Katsumi. Izuku. Well, she helped me a lot during the bullying and neglect. If it wasn't for her and Tuya, I would have probably jumped off that earlier. Gwen. Which would have stopped me from meeting you and for you to learn your history and learn about your destiny. Izuku. I guess that is true. Gwen. I will have to thank her when we get to Earth for taking care of you for us. Izuku. Us, who is us? Gwen. Oh, just something me and her need to talk about. Izuku. Okay, anyway, Gwen, would you all like to come with me to Jiaipaho's made-up planet for this story for a movie? Gwen. Are you asking me out? Izuku blushes and looks away. Izuku. What new? I just heard that they got radio frequencies of old movies on Earth and I just thought that you… Izuku takes a deep breath and looks at Gwen. Izuku. Yes, I am asking you out. Gwen just smiles as she stands up and starts to walk away, making Izuku think he messed up. Gwen. I look forward to our date, Izuku, but if you excuse me, I need to find something to wear for it. As she runs away, making Izuku sigh as he smiles. Izuku. I did it. I asked Gwen on a date. I just hope this won't cause any problems with Katsumi now that I know she loves me. Maybe Gwen and Katsumi will be okay with a Splixian relationship. It has been a full 5 years now since Izuku been on Primus and started his training. He is a natural when it comes to using the Omnitrix. He also started to be more open when it comes to calling everybody his family. He called Mayak's mom one time during a lesson which made him embarrassed, but Mayak didn't say anything, which showed Izuku she was okay with being called mom by him. Izuku also starts to call Tetrax uncle, which he was way too happy about, which made Tetrax embarrassed and tried to keep that military persona. Now Asmith, Izuku started to call him dad, which both felt weird about, but over time got so used to it that it didn't matter anymore, especially after Asmith and Izuku started to do more father-son stuff when the others weren't around. Gwen and Izuku actually started to date after the date Izuku asked Gwen on, and they are very happy. Gwen even told Izuku she is okay with a Splixian relationship, which made Izuku relieved but also very scared and had a feeling that he would have many girls to deal with. He also prayed Katsumi would be okay with a Splixian relationship. But now what we see is Izuku, now 15 years old, driving Kevin's car into the Rust Bucket 3 as he gets out of the car and heads on the hangar door to see Gwen and Mayax walking up with bags. Izuku, you both have everything. Gwen, yes. Mayax, yes. Izuku, good. Gwen and Mayax walk into the ship as Izuku looks to see Asmith and Tetrax walking up. Asmith. Take care, Izuku, and watch out for Vilgax. Ever since he broke out of his cryostasis prison, we cannot find him. Izuku. I understand, Dad. Tetrax. Izuku, keep training hard. Next time I see you, I want to have a battle. Izuku. You got it, Uncle. Tetrax. Also here, I got you a little something. He hands Izuku a disc as it turns into a hoverboard, making Izuku smiles. Izuku. This is… Tetrax, the latest mode, yes. Izuku. But this isn't supposed to be out until… Tetrax. I saved the creator's daughter and he gave me early access to it. Izuku. Thanks, Uncle. Izuku hugs both Tetrax and Asmith as Mayax and Gwen come down to say their goodbyes. Mayax. Tetrax, when I am gone, I want you to meet someone, maybe a nice Petrosapian lady. Tetrax. Why worry about my love live when you don't have one? Mayax. I will kill you. Tetrax. Noted. Asmith. Gwen, keep Izuku out of trouble. Izuku, hey. Gwen. I will try, Asmith, but Izuku seems to always find trouble. Asmith. That he does. Izuku. Okay, let's go. Izuku. Gwen and Mayax all say their final goodbyes and head into the ship, and then takes off as we cut to Earth with Katsumi talking with Shoka and Izumi. Katsumi. So how you two been? Izumi. Better now we were surprised that you called us. Shoka. Yeah, you stopped talking to us since, you know. Katsumi. Since you bullied Aiken to jump but was then saved by a alien ship. Izumi. Yeah. Katsumi. Well, I was so pissed at what you two did, and I was still pissed even after I found out why you continued, which I am so sorry that happened to you too. Shoka. It is okay, we got over that. Izumi. Yeah. Katsumi. That is good, but anyway I had time to get my feelings in check and I would love for us to become friends again. Izumi and Shoka look at each other and smile as they grab Katsumi's hand. Izumi and Shoka, we love that also. Katsumi. Sweet, now tell me anything new. Izumi. Well. Shoka, something big. Katsumi. Oh. Izumi and Shoka lean over to each other and kiss, making Katsumi shocked as the both break the kiss. Katsumi. You two are. Izumi. Dating, yes. Shoka. We realized our feelings for each other about a year and a half ago after I realized that the feelings I had for Izuku was only because he looked like Izumi. Izumi. For me it was because I realized I didn't like Shoto but loved Shoka. Katsumi. So you both realized you liked the guy only to find out later it was only because you are attracted the girl who looks similar just because you didn't understand your sexuality yet. Izumi and Shoka, yes. Katsumi. Well, I am happy you both. Izumi and Shoka. Thank you. We cut back to Izuku, Gwen and Myax in the ship playing an alien-looking board game while the ship is on autopilot. Izuku. So Mom, why are you coming to Earth again? Myax. Well, I was informed by Nizu that he wants to add some aliens classes to UA and Asmith recommended me to be the teacher, so I agreed. Also, this helped me make sure your past doesn't try anything. Izuku. I don't think they will. I mean, when I was 13 Dad showed me what was really going on, like the stuff with Izumi and Shoka, which is just horrible, and also Inko, how she was manipulated. Gwen. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask that, do you plan on forgiving them? Izuku. Well, to be honest I do, but don't. I understand what they did was blackmail or being manipulated into, but also the trauma I experienced makes it hard to forgive them. I guess I have to see from their actions and also get my feelings and thoughts in order. Gwen. That is a healthy way to go about it. Myax. It is also Hafa. Myax takes a game piece and places it on a card, making Gwen and Izuku sigh. Izuku. Really, this is the 7th time in a row. Gwen. I feel like you're cheating. Myax. Not cheating, just skill. We cut to later on as we see Izuku on a radio talking to a plumber of Earth getting permission to land. Plumber. You have been approved for landing. Please report to Plumber Base 4467. Izuku. Roger that. Izuku flies the ship to the plumber base and lands as we see 3 people waiting for them at the hangar. Those 3 people are GT, RG and Nizu, who are here to welcome them. As all 3 leave the ship and are welcomed as we cut to them in a tiny ship heading to UA as GT and RG are talking with Izuku. GT. I am so sorry Izuku that we didn't see what was happening until it was too late. Izuku. I told you it was fine. RG. But as your grandparents we should have been there for you. Izuku. You two had your own lives and couldn't visit. In all honesty, it was my fault for not coming to you guys. GT. We will all take the blame, how about that? Izuku. That is good. RG. Let's move on for this now and talk about her. RG looks over to Gwen, who was talking to Myax. Izuku. Gwen, what is there to talk about? RG. Are you treating her right as a boyfriend? Izuku. Yes. RG. Is she treating you right as a girlfriend? Izuku. Yes. RG. Good, but Izuku, you hurt her in any way, I will hit you. Izuku. I would never. RG. Good. Izuku looks over at GT, who looked away. GT. You should have seen her mother when it came to me. Izuku. Do I even want to know? GT. No. As they make it to UA as Nizu looks at them. Nizu. We have built dorms this year, so you all will be the first ones moved in, and don't worry Izuku, Asmith told me that you won't live in a place without your cars, so I had a garage built on the side of the 1A dorm for you. Izuku. Thank you, sir. Gwen. I swear you love those cars more than me. Izuku. I swear. It's just you gotta treat a car like you treat a woman. Izuku stopped as Gwen, Myax and RG look at him with the death stare. Gwen, want to repeat that? Izuku, no, I feel like I made a mistake of some kind. GT, good luck Izuku. Nizu, have fun. GT and Nizu leave as Izuku tries to talk his way out of what he said from an anger grandma, mom and girlfriend. Today is the day for the UA entrance exam as we see Izuku just waking up and putting on Ben Old Green Jack as he leaves his room in the dorms. We cut to him meeting up with Gwen and Myax who are heading to the viewing room to watch the rest of the students take the exams. Izuku, this will be interesting. Gwen, it will. Nizu said that he already saw that some aliens will be taking the exams. Myax, I heard that as well. Ever since the plumbers opened up to Earth again, more and more aliens have came to Earth and some of their child started to join hero schools. Gwen, but some humans hate that and are trying to get rid of all the aliens that come to Earth. Izuku, yeah, some humans can be like that. They don't like stuff that are different even though quirks are different, but whatever. As they make it to the viewing room and walk in as the teacher look at them as Izuku looks around and see Inko who was just staring at Izuku about to cry as she looks down. Izuku seeing this walks up to her. Izuku, Ms. Yag, sorry you divorced that man Ms. Shimara. Inko looks at Izuku about to break down in tears. Izuku, this goes for your daughter Izumi also. I was told was happen and I am sorry that it happened. I understand you had no say in neglecting me and a part of me doesn't hate you but the other part still has and feels the pain and trauma it caused on me. But I am willing to give you, Izumi and even Shoka a chance to earn my forgiveness fully. You just need to wait for me to be ready and get my feelings in order. Inko wipes the little tears from her eyes and takes a deep breath. Inko, thank you for giving me and the girls a chance. We understand you will need some time and we will wait and do our best to earn your forgiveness. Do I call you Izuku or are you going by some other name? Izuku. Oh right, I am still going by Izuku but my full name is Izuku Max Tennyson. Homage to my ancestors. Inko, right Mr. Tennyson. Izuku nods and walks to Gwen who holds his hand as we see Izuku taking deep breaths as he looks at Gwen and whispers. Izuku, that was harder than I thought but I needed to do it. Gwen, I am proud of you. We cut to later in the exam as we see the students getting ready outside the doors to the fake cities. As we see everyone start, we cut to a few screens to see certain students that have caught Izuku's eye. Izuku, Nizu sir, that blonde hair girl, camera 33. Everyone looks at the camera as Nizu looks at Izuku. Nizu, what about her? Izuku, is she a Lenopan? Nizu, why yes, she is one of the alien students that decided to join a hero school. Her name is Lucy Man. Gwen, you seem to know her. Nizu, not really. I looked into many of the alien students that are taking the exam and some that caught my eye like that girl on camera 65. Everyone looks to see a girl with white hair using what looks to be magic of some kind or mana as Gwen took the most interest in her. Gwen, her mana is almost as powerful as mine. Izuku, is she a Anodite? Gwen, no she isn't but her mana looks to be what is her name. Nizu, Hope Caroline, she is a student from America. It also seemed that her power isn't a quirk so I have been keeping an eye on her. Myax, think she could be dangerous. Nizu, possibly. Izuku, well she is strong just like that Lenopan. They are in the top 5 right after Shoka who is 3rd. Izumi who is 2nd and well I'll be Katsumi is number 1 so far. Gwen, why are you shocked? You guessed Katsumi would be 1st. Izuku, true. Nizu, well the time is almost up so it is time to bring out the big guns. Nizu presses a big red button as he releases the 0-pointers as we see most of the kids running as one girl gets trampled on and knocked out as we see that it was Izumi as the 0-pointer is about to step on her. Inko. Nizu, Izumi is knocked out and the 0-pointer is about to kill her. Stop it. As we see Nizu pressing a few buttons trying to stop the 0-pointer but it is not working. Nizu, I can't, it won't stop. Just then a flash of green fills the room. Izuku, XLR8, I will save her. He speeds out of the room as everyone look at the camera to see a blue blur take Izumi to a save around as it stop in front of the 0-pointer. Izuku, XLR8, you need to stop and Humongosaur is just the right alien. Izuku hits the Omnitrix symbol on his chest and transforms. Izuku, Wrath Humongosaur, Wrath. As Izuku look at the Omnitrix symbol. Izuku, Wrath, let me tell you something Omnitrix, you just turned me into the wrong alien. Don't turn me into the wrong alien. Just then, Izuku hears people yelling telling him to move as he see them pointing as he turns to see the zero-pointer's foot about to crush him. Izuku, Ratho. The zero-pointer's foot stomps onto Izuku, making the other students freak out as the zero-pointer stops moving and starts making some weird noises as the top on the zero-pointer started to bulge from the head as Izuku's wrath burst out, making everyone there shocked he survived. Izuku, Wrath, let me tell you something, zero-pointer, that is supposed to be a obstacle. Your first mistake is stepping on Wrath, and your second mistake was not working right. As Izuku rips out the wires from the zero-pointer's head and swings on the like a vine ROP as he uses his claw to cut up the sides of the zero-pointer, bringing it down and destroying it as Izuku as Wrath jumps on its side. Izuku, Wrath, that is what you get, stupid zero-pointer, that is supposed to be a obstacle. As Izuku starts to stomp on the destroyed body of the zero-pointer and then jumps down and looks at all the students who are shocked and scared of him. Izuku, Wrath, what, it was already broken. Izuku turns back to human and walks towards Izumi, who was just waking up to see Izuku. Izumi? Izuku. Izuku, yeah, it's me, you okay? Izumi, what happened? Izuku, oh, you got trampled. When the other students started to freak out about the zero-pointer, you should go see RG. Izuku just walks away as Izumi wanted to stop him but stopped herself as we cut to Izuku walking but into the viewing room as Inko goes to him. Inko, thank you, Mr. Tennyson, for saving Izumi. Izuku, it is what a hero does. Nizu, well, that is it for today, everyone. I will see you all at the beginning of school. Gwen goes and grabs Izuku's hand and looks at him. Gwen, let go to Katsumi's place and surprise her. Izuku, that can either be good or bad. Gwen, only one way to find out. We start off with Katsumi walking from the entrance exam, looking sad, as we cut to her getting home and walking into her house, taking her shoes off next to two different pairs of shoes that she never seen before but didn't say anything as she walks to the living room, passing her mom Mitsuki at the table talking to Gwen and Izuku. As we see Katsumi sit down as Mitsuki looks at her. Mitsuki, Katsumi, honey, what is wrong? Katsumi, Aiken wasn't at the exam. Mitsuki looks at Izuku, who looks at Katsumi, finding it funny she hasn't realized he is sitting there. Mitsuki, he wasn't. Katsumi, no, he wasn't. He is probably still off planet or isn't coming back. Mitsuki, oh, I am sure he is coming back. Katsumi, why would he? His life was miserable here, so why come back to a planet that did that to him? Izuku stands up and walks to Katsumi and sits next to her. Izuku, because Kat, my childhood friend, is here and I would never leave her. Katsumi, oh, Aiken. Katsumi hugs him as she closes her eyes just to open them and stand up quickly and look to see Izuku sitting on the couch smiling, making Katsumi start to cry. Katsumi, Aiken. Izuku, hey Kat, I'm back. Katsumi, Aiken. Katsumi jumps him and starts hugging him tightly so he can never get away again as Izuku starts to laugh and hug her back. Izuku, I missed you too, Kat. Katsumi, Aiken, I have my Aiken back. Your fluffy hair, your cute freckles, and the sound of your heartbeat is so calming. Gwen, I know, right? When Gwen spoke, Katsumi stopped hugging Izuku and looked at her. Katsumi, who are you? Gwen, and I am Izuku's girlfriend. Katsumi, girlfriend. She looks at Izuku, who nods as she steps away from Izuku and looks down. Katsumi, I see, so you already found yourself a girlfriend, and a cute and sexy one at that. I guess my love was one-sided. Gwen, I will stay away from Izuku from now on. Izuku, Kat, you do. Gwen, Katsumi, may I speak with you in private? Katsumi, sure. They both walks into Katsumi's room as Mitsuki starts laughing, making Izuku nervous, as just then Katsumi bursts into the living room again and jumps on Izuku and kisses him as Gwen walks in laughing as Katsumi breaks the kiss. Katsumi, I love you, Aiken, and with Gwen being okay with a Splixian relationship, we both can date you, which I am okay with. Izuku, glad to hear it now. Can you get off of me, your Izuku looks down as Katsumi also does to see that her skirt is flipped, showing her panties on Izuku's junk, making her blush as Mitsuki stands up and starts to walk away. Mitsuki, at least wait until I leave before you get it on. I mean, having a threesome for your first time is a messy thing and I'd rather not witness it. Katsumi and Izuku. MOM/AUNTY. Gwen, haha, well, it is a good thing we have permission, but I think we should wait a bit. Izuku, Gwen. Gwen, what it is going to happen, plus I have this feeling more girls will join. Katsumi, I have that feeling also. Izuku, oh fuck. Gwen and Katsumi, we plan on it. As we time skip to the first day of school after seeing Izuku have a face of fear, we see Izuku, Gwen and Katsumi in front of the door of Class 1A. Gwen, ready. Izuku, ready as I'll ever be. Katsumi, I hate how the Ida brats got into 1A. Izuku, I am surprised and pissed also. Gwen, well, you can always beat them up. Izuku, I have permission. Gwen, yes. Izuku smiles and walks in as all the students stop and look at Izuku as we see Izumi and Shoka look at him and smile seeing him but then look down in shame for what they did as Tenya and Tanya see him and both have different reactions. Tenya has a face of determination to make Izuku drop out of UA and also get him/force him to marry Tanya and to also make him forgive them like nothing happened. Tanya had a Yandere face wanting to kidnap Izuku, make him her slave/husband and kill any girl who talks, touches, looks, or even thinks of Izuku in a romantic way, which drew her attention to Gwen and Katsumi, who were clearly dating Izuku because they are holding Izuku's hands, which made Tanya stand up and rush Izuku to pull him away from them. Tanya. Izuku, my love, get away from those home wreakers. But Tanya slammed right into a pink wall of mana from Gwen, which made a white-haired girl interested in Gwen. Gwen. Sorry crazy, but I will not let you touch Izuku. Katsumi. Beat it, Ida, or else I will call Uncle Nizu to expel you. Tenya. As class president, you two are both expelled for not letting my sister hug her husband. Also Izuku, my brother, you are expelled also because you cannot be a hero. Before Izuku could say anything, a voice was heard as everyone looked to see Aizawa on the ground in a yellow sleeping bag. Aizawa. You have no authority to expel someone, and you're also not the class president, and with that attitude I don't think anyone will vote for you. Tenya. Who are you? Aizawa. I am Shota Aizawa, I am your homeroom teacher, now shut up and sit down. Everyone listen as Aizawa stands up and gets in front of the class. Aizawa. Alright, now that everyone has taken their seats, come up and grab the gym clothes with your name on it and meet me at training ground 10. As we cut to everyone at the training ground besides two people, that being Tenya and Tanya, as Aizawa noticed them missing. Aizawa. Where are the Ida twins? Izuku. Sir, they stayed in the classroom saying that you will be fired because we are supposed to have orientation first. Aizawa. My class, my rules, and that is what Nizu said, but whatever, I will deal with them later. Now, you all will be doing a quirk/alien power/magical power test to see what your strength and weaknesses are, and so I can help come up with a lesson and training plan for you all. Katsumi, you got first place in the exam, take this ball and throw it with your quirk. Katsumi. Yes, sir. Katsumi grabs the ball and throws it using her quirk as Aizawa shows the tablet and revealing her score. Everyone, minus Izuku and Gwen, 989.9 meters. Izuku. Way to go, cat, that plumber training made you way more stronger, I am proud. Katsumi. Proud of me. Katsumi goes into La La Land and keeps saying, Aiken is proud of me, as Gwen goods and grabs her and moves her to the side. Aizawa. Teenagers anyway, now Lucy, man, you're next for a comparisons. As Luck, a cute blonde hair girl, walks up and grabs the ball from Aizawa and goes to the circle, making her arm a giant sludge arm, and throws it as Aizawa shows her score, which was 2,000 meters, making everyone shocked. Izuku. Wow, impressive. Lucy. Thank you. That was gross. Everyone looks to see Denki making a disgust face as he looks at Lucy. Denki. A girl with a sludge quirk, she will never get a man. Some other students laugh a little, making Lucy look down as Izuku spoke. Izuku. First, she isn't using a quirk, she is a Lenopan, a alien species, so please respect her race or I will beat you. And second, she is cute and very attractive looking in this form and probably more beautiful in her true form, and if anyone says otherwise, well. Izuku hits the Omnitrix. Izuku, as forearms, grabs a medicine ball for a different test and throws it as Aizawa looks at tablet, shows it to the other, making them goes wide-eyed as they read 90,000 meters. Izuku, forearms, that will you who I throw. Izuku turns back to normal as he looks at Lucy, who was blushing at Izuku. Izuku. Don't listen to that idiot, okay? Lucy. Alright. Izuku. But if you don't mind, can I see your true form? Lucy, sure. As Lucy turns into her true form, as everyone beside a few back up as Lucy looks at Izuku then looks down. Izuku, I was right, even more beautiful. Lucy, you think I am more beautiful in my true form? Izuku, yes. Lucy goes back into her human form and smiles. Lucy, thank you. Izuku, anytime. Aizawa, can we get back to the test please? Izuku, sorry sir. As the tests go by with Izuku crushing all of them with many different aliens making many people impressed but also making many people hate Izuku for being better as we cut to Aizawa giving the score. Also this was in the harem list under Gwen but for people that don't look at the harem Mineta did not make it and was replaced with Lucy. Aizawa. Alright Toru, you got last place now. Usually I would expel you for coming in last, but I promised my wife that I wouldn't expel someone on the first day. Toru, thank you sir. Aizawa. But I will be sending you to class 1B. Toru, wait 1B. Aizawa. Yes, they still need one more student to make a full 20 class, so I will transfer you to that class instead of expelling you. Toru. I see, well thank you sir. Aizawa. Whatever, now class is dismissed, you all may go home and pack. Remember, when you all got your letters it stated that you will be moving in on the weekend in the dorms. I hope some of you are already packed, but if you still need to finish, this gives you 3 days to finish. Now I will see you tomorrow. As Aizawa leaves, as the others leave, as we see Izuku with Gwen and Katsumi about to leave but get stopped by Lucy, who is blushing at Izuku. Lucy. Thank you again. Izuku. Know it all, you are beautiful. Lucy. Stop saying that, you are making it hard not to blush. Izuku. Alright, sorry. Lucy. I just want you to know that what you said means a lot. Ever since my family come to Earth, most of the kids in my old school called me names and gross because I was a Lenopan. That is why I mainly stay in my human form now, because I didn't want to be called a gross alien, but you called my true form even more beautiful and well made me feel happy. Izuku. I am glad, and as you saw today, I am able to transform into many different alien species, so I understand what it is like to be them, their feelings, thoughts, everything. I am a bridge between worlds. Lucy. I am glad that you are. Lucy hugs Izuku and then breaks the hug and runs away as Gwen and Katsumi shake their heads, knowing Izuku just made another girl fall in love with him without realizing it, as we get a close-up on the Omnitrix glowing yellow as no one hears it speak. Omnitrix. Lenopan DNA already catalog. Playlist 6 with Lenopan DNA now available. We start off in class as we see Tanya and Tenya both trying to make Izuku leave UA and marry Tanya, as Gwen and Katsumi are both getting pissed but see Izuku shaking his head not to start anything as Tanya starts talk shit. Tanya. Izuku, my husband, you are only fighting me because aliens have brainwashed you. You can never trust an alien, they are just abominations that should be destroyed. Tenya. That is right brother, please drop out of UA, marry my sister, and help get Tensei to start talking to us. Tanya. He can be your best man instead of that freak Tuya. Izuku. The fuck you say about my brother? Tenya. Izuku, he isn't your brother, I am. Tanya. And I am your wife no matter what, and if you marry, well, let's say one of these crazy girls thinking they are your girlfriend or worse, a alien, well, I will kill them all and then rape you. Izuku, what? Tanya. Nothing, my love, anyway, what should we have, a beach wedding or an indoor wedding? Izuku. I prefer an outdoor wedding with you far, far away. Tanya. But then I wouldn't be at our wedding. Izuku. That is right, because we are not getting married, you crazy bitch. Tenya. Izuku language. Izuku. English, Floruna, Necrophrygian, Loboan, Vaxasorosian, Kinecelleran, Apoplexian, Orishan, Biosavortian, Lenopan. Tenya, what? Izuku. I am saying the alien languages I can speak. Lucy. You can speak Lenopan. Izuku look behind him to see Lucy leaning in as Izuku speak in her native tongue. Izuku, why of course. Lucy smiles as she says that is awesome in Lenopan. Aizawa. If you are all done talking, it is time for class. Everyone returns to their seats as Aizawa gets to the front of the class as two other people walk in, those being Tuya and Burnin. As Tuya got to the front and saw Izuku, who stood up and walked up to the front and stopped in front of Tuya. Izuku. Tuya Todoroki, I see you still haven't got that plastic surgery to make yourself look like the sexiest man on earth, then again you can never truly copy my face. Tuya. Sadly, you're right, I will be forever ugly, but at least I am able to walk around proudly of my ugliness and not hide it like you. Izuku. Okay, fine, I am ugly, but you're worse. As both stare at each other, and for those who don't know their relationship think a fight is about to break out as Shoto watches and looks down knowing Tuya has never had that bond with him as we go back to Izuku and Tuya who hug each other. Izuku. I missed you, bro. Tuya. Me too, bro, man, it is good to see you, look at you. As Tuya pushes Izuku away and looks him over. Tuya. You look so different since the last time I saw you, man, if I am not careful you will be cooler than me soon. Izuku. Are you kidding me? I am already cool, but you did teach me everything I know about being cool. Tuya. So the student has become the master. Izuku. Yes, I have Master Tuya. Tuya. Well, it is an honor to welcome you to the Jedi Order of Cool Master Izuku. Burnin. Alright, you two, that is enough. Izuku and Tuya look at Burnin. Izuku. She your girlfriend. Tuya. Fiancé. Izuku. Congratulations, you deserve to be happy, bro, best man. Tuya. Of course you're my best man. Izuku. Cool, well, I am going to sit down before your future wife kills me. Tuya. You better, she is a feisty girl, but I love her. As Izuku takes his seat again as Aizawa speaks. Aizawa. Okay, I am only here to introduce you to your hero 101 teacher plumbers Tuya Todoroki and Mo Kamiji. Burnin. But you can just call me Burnin since that is my hero name. Tuya. Alright everyone, for today we are doing combat training. Now I know that it a little advanced for the third day of school, but here at UA we want to push you all to handle the real world. Burnin. Now you all filled out your forms for your hero costumes, and the support gear course teacher Power Loader created them, so here you all go. Burnin presses a button as the suitcases appear from the wall as everyone goes and grabs them and heads to the changing rooms as we cut to inside the girls' changing room. We see Gwen and Katsumi talking to Lucy, who was talking about her suit. Lucy. Yeah, mine is made from my father to help transform to my true form when I need to also to regrow it, let's say I get shot in the chest with a blaster. Katsumi. Neat girl, mind is from a design that me and Aiken came up with. It helps my store my sweat all over my body, this way I don't just use my hands, because what if my hands get broken or put in a situation where I can't use them? Lucy. Smart way to also trick your enemies to think you only use your hands. What about you, Gwen? Gwen. Izuku helped me design my also to help with the whole sorceress theme that I like. See, I am a novice magic user. This made a girl with white hair stop changing and walk to Gwen. Oh, you can use magic. Gwen look at her and smiles. Gwen. Well, a little, I am an anodite and we able to learn magic and stuff, so being of last year I started to learn it. Magic is my specialty. Oh sorry, I should introduce myself. I am Hope Caroline. Gwen. Katsumi. Katsumi Bakugu. Lucy man. Hope. Nice to meet you girls. Anyway, Gwen, if you want I can help teach you some magic spells and some other types of magic. Gwen. Really, you will, thank you so much. Hope. Not at all. Izumi. I'm sorry to interrupt, but everyone is waiting. The girls look at Izumi as they also look around to see everyone else gone as they finish changing and head out to see the rest waiting as they all apologize. Tuya. Not at all. Now today's combat training will be this. A 2v2 match, heroes versus villains. Burnin. The objective of this training is that the villains have hidden a bomb in this building and the heroes must find or capture the villains to win. Villains will have to bend the bomb or capture the hero before time runs out. Tuya. Now we make the teams at random. Tenya. That is highly illogical. Making teams at random is a bad idea. What we should do is let me pick the teams, and team 1 is my sister Tanya and my brother Izuku. Tanya. Yay, thank you, Tenya. As Tanya tries to hung Izuku, just a mana force field blocks her as Izuku looks to thank Gwen only to see that it is Hope that saved him. Izuku. Thank you. Hope. Not at all, I hate girl that can't take a hint and starts to get creepy. Also, I am Hope Caroline, just call me Hope. Izuku. Well, thanks again, Hope. Burnin. Tanya, try that again and you will be expelled, and Tenya, try to run this class, you will be expelled. Both didn't say anything. Tuya. Alright, now for the team, please pick a number out of his box and find whoever has the matching number. After everyone picked a number, we see that Izuku got teamed up with Hope, Gwen got teamed up with Izumi, Katsumi got teamed up with Lucy. Burnin. Alright, Izuku and Hope will be the heroes and Tanya and Tenya will be the villains. Tenya, why do I have to be the villain? Tanya, and me. Tuya, because you are now go set up the bomb and get ready, and Izuku and Hope you may talk strategies. Burnin. Everyone else let head to the viewing room. As everyone leaves, just leaving Izuku and Hope to talk about the game plan. Hope, so what is the game plan? Izuku, I hate to ask this, but can I fight them myself? Hope, may I ask why? Izuku, they kind of bullied me to the point that I jumped off the roof. Hope, what? Sorry for yelling, but you're kidding, right? Izuku, I wish I was. Hope, how do they think they are heroes if they did that? Izuku, beats me, but can I? Hope, of course. Izuku, thanks Hope, and I hope haha no pun intended that we can hang out more. Hope, I do also. Tuya, speaker alright, begin. Izuku, it's hero time. Izuku hits the Omnitrix. Izuku, ghost freak, I wanted Diamond Head. Hope, can you change into something else? Izuku, ghost freak, I can, but maybe ghost freak is a better choice to scary them. Izuku picks up Hope and flies to the top, turning both intangible, and flew into the wall to the floor with the bomb to see Tanya and Tenya talking about getting Izuku to marry and quite Yue. Hope, whispering they have a one-track mind it seems. Izuku, ghost freak they do, but stay behind and let me have my fun, ha 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 ha. As Izuku turns invisible and flies up to Tanya's ear. Izuku, ghost freak, Izuku will never truly love you, sis. Tanya looks at Tenya and punches him. Tenya. Sis, what the heck? Tanya. Izuku will love me, you bastard. Tenya. Of course he will, even if I have to make him. Tanya, but you said. Just then both felt a cold wind blow as both get in a fighting stand. Tenya. Can this be that witch is doing? Tanya. Another homewrecker. Izuku, ghost freak, oh, it isn't her doing. Izuku flies into Tenya's body, making him so cold he drops to his knees and starts shaking. Tenya, what was that? It felt like something just flew into me. Just then Tanya was punched by Izuku into a wall. Izuku, ghost freak, that felt good. As both Tenya and Tanya started to shake more from the temperature dropping and getting scared because they can't see Izuku, plus because Izuku keeps flying into them, making them feel it. Tenya, Izuku, show yourself. As Izuku turns visible as Tenya and Tanya look at him as ghost freak. Izuku, ghost freak, are you scared? Tanya, and no, not of my husband. Section unspecified currency. Section. Oh, you should be Tanya Ida and Tenya Ida. Tenya. Why should we be scared of you, brother? Section unspecified currency. Section. Because I am about to show you only see in your nightmares. As we see Izuku grab his skin and rip it off, making Tanya and Tenya scream bloody murder before passing out. Section unspecified currency. Section. Ha 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 ha, that was fun, now time to go. Just then the Omnitrix symbol starts to beep. Section unspecified currency. Section. No, I will not go back. The room fills with a bright red light as Hope comes out from hiding to see Izuku on his knees breathing heavy as she goes to him. Hope, are you okay? Izuku, yeah, Jay, just fine. Hope, well, I am going to touch the bomb. Izuku, okay. Hope goes and touches the bomb as Izuku looks at the Omnitrix. Izuku. He can't still be in the Omnitrix. Can he? Right now we see Izuku and Gwen in the common area of the dorm watching a movie as Myax walks up behind them. Myax. You know they will be here any moment, right? Izuku. Yeah, but why should that stop up from watching Sumo Slammers 6? The Dark Side of the Milwaukee. Myax. Because Izuku, you must prepare yourself. Izuku, why? Gwen. Probably because that crazy bitch Tanya will probably try to move into your room, and plus that bastard Tenya will probably start yelling at us saying it is against the rules to be already moved in. Izuku, great. As time goes by, as the others arrive, seeing Izuku and Gwen already there and watching a movie as Tenya and Tanya both start to freak as Aizawa tells them what to do, as we cut to everyone in the common room. Mina. Man, moving in was exhausting. Gwen, wasn't that hard for us? Izuku, yeah, just one transformation into XLR8 and both my room and Gwen's room were done. Mina, wait, you unpacked Gwen's room, all of it, meaning you saw and touched her panties. Everyone looked at Izuku, who just looked at Mina with a blank face. Izuku, yes, but why bring that up in the first place? You trying to make me sound like pervert or something? Gwen is my girlfriend, I seen them before, so it is nothing new, but questioning me if I saw and touched them is weird, especially since we don't really know each other. Mina, oh right, sorry. Izuku, all good anyway, I heading to the garage, got to work on my baby. Tenya, brother, what garage and what baby? If you have a child that isn't with my sister, it must be killed. Izuku, the fuck is wrong with you? Also my baby is my car, but again, the fuck is wrong with you? Tenya, car, you don't have a license, so hold on, why call the tow truck to tow that car away? Izuku punches Ida in the face, knocking him the fuck out. Izuku, no one is getting ride my baby. Katsumi, I swear you love that car more than me or Gwen. Gwen, preach sister. Izuku, I love you both more, but and man and his car have a different type of love. Anyway, I will be in the garage. Izuku leaves as everyone questions Gwen about Izuku, as we cut to Izuku in the garage as he flips a switch on the wall, making one of the walls open to show a Mr. Smoothie machine as it makes ones, and Izuku takes it. Izuku, aw, mango and blueberry with extra echinacea, what a smoothie, don't you agree, Dad? As Izuku looks on the hood of Kevin's car to see Asmith standing on it. Asmith, I prefer, like most Galvins, the grasshopper. As the Mr. Smoothie machine makes a grasshopper smoothie and Izuku takes it and hands it to Asmith, who starts drinking it. Izuku, so why are you here, Dad? Asmith, to tell you that Kyber was freed from cryostasis also. Izuku, you think it was Vilgax? Asmith, most likely it wouldn't be the first time that he sent some of Ben's old enemies after him, so he will probably send them after you. Izuku, well, they can try to beat me. Asmith, Izuku, you may have a better understanding and control of the Omnitrix than Ben ever did, but you still have much to learn. You can't solve every problem with violence. Izuku, yeah, I know I have to use my head. Asmith, correct, now I must go back to Galvin Prime, I have a date. Izuku, you have a date? Asmith, yes, is that a problem? Izuku, no, not at all, just didn't expect it. Asmith, yeah. Asmith teleports away as Gwen and Katsumi walk into the garage and lock it with their plumber badges so no one else can get in as they take a seat on the couch. Izuku got annoyed. Katsumi, not just that, but pissed that Kaminari guy started to call you names. Gwen, it took all my strength to keep Katsumi from killing him. Katsumi, you're the one that sent him through the window. Gwen, he had it coming. Izuku, you girls want a smoothie? Gwen and Katsumi, yes. When Izuku gets the Mr. Smoothie machine to start making smoothies, as the door opens to show Tuya with Vernon, also two other people, Lucy and Hope. Tuya, hey Izuku, sorry to just barge in. Izuku, not at all, Lucy. Hope, what happened? Lucy, that bitch Ida started to talk shit about of us without any reason. Hope, see, call me a home-wreaking witch. Vernon, I will go report that to Nizu. Vernon leaves as the girls take a seat with Gwen and Katsumi as Tuya goes to Izuku and helps with handing out smoothies. Izuku, well, Lucy and Hope, you both are always welcome in my garage. Lucy and Hope, thank you, Izuku. The rest of the night goes by with the girls talking girl talk while Izuku and Tuya work on Kevin's car, as all of a sudden they all hear banging on the door and a crazy girl yelling, which was Tanya. Tanya, Izuku, my husband, I am here to save you from being brainwashed by those hussies and that fake brother of yours. Don't worry, Tenya, when Tio get Nizu and Tio call the cops, Tio arrest those villains, so hold on until I can save you. Izuku looks at everyone and shakes his head. Izuku, that will not end well for them. Everyone, nope. Right now we cut to a bar where we see All Might in his skinny form watching the news about all the different alien species that came to Earth and helped the world with their science, how many of the children that had cancer are now cured, and many other things, as All Might shakes his head as he looks at the bartender. Can't believe they think having alien freaks on this planet are a good thing. They haven't done anything but take up space on Earth. Well, here is the idea, go back to space, you alien freaks. I agree with you, All Might. Everyone should. Yes, but let's move away from that. Any luck getting your wife and daughter back? No, that bastard Nizu is keeping my lawyers away and the courts agree with him because I did cheat plus also did brainwash her. I mean, who wouldn't brainwash their trophy wife? Oh? Of course. Izumi, my pride and joy, was supposed to be a daddy's girl, but no, she had to tell the truth about being blackmailed, which I told Bakugu he was free to do, but no, I lost everything because of that brat Izuku. Sir, do you want him gone? Yes. Well, how about I give a suggestion? What is it, Kurogiri? We cut to morning with Izuku waking up to see Gwen and Katsumi on him as they also wake up. Izuku. When did you girls get in my bed? Gwen. Last night about an hour after you fell asleep. Katsumi. We wanted to cuddle. Izuku. Okay, well anyway we better get going. My ex is our teacher for the first 2 classes. Gwen. Yeah, we better. We cut to everyone in class as Myax and Inko walk in together as everyone looks at Myax amazed as how tall she is, but we then see a few faces turn sour. Those are Tenya, Tanya, Siro and Denki, who took issue with having an alien teacher. Myax. Alright, I am Myax and I will be your Alien 101 teacher. Inko. And I am Ms. Sharmara, I am her assistant. Tanya. Mother, you are the teacher and this alien trash is nothing more than something we should cut open and dissect right. Izuku, hearing that, stood up and hit the Omnitrix, turning into 4 arms. Izuku. 4 arms, what did you call my mother? Tanya. Mother, I called her mother because once we married Auntie Inko will be my mother-in-law. Inko. I am not his mother, not anymore because of what I did. My ex is his mother. Denki. A alien squid for mother, yeah, that would be a nightmare. I mean, come on, she isn't say. Denki never got to finish that because Inko used her quirk to keep his mouth shut. Inko. Kaminari, say one more word and I will expel you. My ex. Did she just defend me from that brat? Inko. Why did I get super mad at him for insulting my ex? Tanya. Mother, this alien freak isn't his mother, you are. Izuku, for arms I will crush you. My ex. Enough. Izuku turned back. Tanya, Ida, go to Nizu's office now. Tanya. I am not listening to a alien slew. Inko stopped Tanya from speak and then used her quirk to lift Tanya and also Tenya in the air. Tenya. Why am I in the air? Inko. Because you would have opened your mouth sooner or later, so I am just taking both to Nizu's office now. Tenya. Why agree with that alien freak? She is probably controlling you. Inko. There it is. Okay, come on, we will let Nizu decide your punishment. Inko leaves as Myax was blushing at while looking at Inko as Izuku turns back to normal as Myax coughs a few times and starts class. Meanwhile, we cut deep into space to see Vilgax sitting on a throne as he is look at the Earth on a screen as it disappears as Kyber walks in with a female chimera sway generous Vilgax and Myax's race. Vilgax. I see breaking him out wasn't a problem, my daughter. Father, I have a name, it is Slyax, please use it. Vilgax stands up and walks to Slyax, then backhands her into the wall, giving her a black eye. Vilgax. I will call you what I want, just be happy. I am calling my daughter. If I wasn't in the cryostasis prison, I would have killed you the day you were born. Slyax slowly got up and looked down. Slyax. Sorry, father. Vilgax. Good now, Kyber, you say you can get me the Omnitrix. Kyber. Yes, Lord Vilgax, I can. Vilgax. Good now, this is what the new wielder of the Omnitrix looks like. A screen appears with a picture of Izuku smiling as Slyax see him and blushes but stops and looks down as Vilgax looks her way. Vilgax. He is the last descendant in the Tennyson bloodline. My robots made sure to eliminate all Tennyson roots, but he somehow was able to survive and is now in possession of my Omnitrix. Bring him to me with the Omnitrix and I will reward you. Kyber. It shall be done, Lord Vilgax. Kyber bows and leaves as Vilgax sits down on his throne as he looks at Slyax. Vilgax. Leave, you presence vexes me. Slyax leaves as we cut to her room, which is so tiny she can't really fit in it, as she pulls out a holochip and presses a button to show the same picture of Izuku smiling. Slyax. He looks so cute and full of life. I wish I can have that. Slyax wraps her legs together and lays on a small bed, still looking at the hologram of Izuku as she closes her eyes. Meanwhile, we cut back on Earth to see the cutest little girl with white hair and a horn crying in the corner as we see she is in a cell. As the cell door opens, as we see a man in a bird mask dragging in a girl that looks to 5 and wrapped in bandages just to be thrown into a wall. Overhaul. You cursed alien mummy child, you failed on making me corrodium, and you Eri tomorrow look forward for more experiments. I need those quirk-canceling bullets. As Overhaul leaves, as Eri goes to the alien mummy child and helps her up. Eri, you okay, Hazel? Hazel. I am Eri, I can't get hurt that bad. Eri, okay. Hazel. I want my papa. Eri, I want my papa. As both girls hug each other and start crying as we cut to Izuku looking out the window during class. Izuku, why do I feel like I am needed right now? It has been a month since school started, and right now we see Gwen and Katsumi with Lucy and Hope, who all became best friends during the month, as we also see them with shopping bags waiting as Izuku pulls up and Kevin's car gets out and opens the trunk for girls as they put all their bags in and they get into the car with Gwen sitting shotgun and the others in the back. Izuku, so how was shopping? Gwen, great, wish you could have joined up. Lucy, yeah, it would have been fun. Hope, it would have, but you needed to go somewhere. Izuku, yeah, to check out a crime scene. Someone broke into a plumber's armory truck delivering a lot of illegal high-tech weapons we took from some alien arms dealer. Katsumi, any clues who it might be? Izuku, what we gather, the thief is human with some kind of matter quirk maybe, or something that can take apart matter. Lucy, wow. Izuku, whoever took the weapons must have planned it or got lucky because the plumbers were cut off guard. Gwen, I am guessing planned. Izuku, most likely, and we believe the thief is using 2 little girls to do it. Hope, what do you mean? Izuku, the plumbers in the truck both claim to have seen 2 little girls no older than 5 in human age, one being human and the other being a Thep Confan. Hope, a what? Gwen, Thep Confan, think of the species as a mummy. Hope, a alien mummy. Izuku, actually many monster stories come from aliens, same with fairy tales. Hope, okay. Izuku, anyway, I will be joining on the... Izuku stops the car in front of an alley as he looks at a flashing light going off on the dashboard as he presses to show a screen as he gets a face of worry as Gwen also does. Izuku, this can't be right. Gwen, is the scanner wrong? Katsumi, what is it? Izuku, corrodium. Lucy, wait, corrodium, that can't be right. Katsumi, what is corrodium? Gwen, right, you haven't gotten to that yet in your studies, but corrodium is a mineral of great potential energy, similar to coal or uranium of Earth at a larger scale, and for a time was mined throughout the galaxy as an efficient, large power supply. However, like uranium on Earth, corrodium has severe side effects and is very unstable, so its use was largely ceased except for inhabitants of the Annar system. Izuku, which is home to Transilians, Ectonurites, Loboans, and Thep Confans, which are the only species that can handle corrodium without any protection. Gwen, wait, Izuku, do you think this has anything to do with that Thep Confan little girl the plumbers saw? Izuku, it might, they did say that they had a few weapons that had corrodium cores. Katsumi, what is the plan? Izuku gets out as Gwen takes the driver's seat as Izuku looks at them. Izuku, head back to UA. Gwen, call the plumbers, tell them that we might have found the stolen weapons and the corrodium might be leaking out. Gwen, got it. Hope, wait, but didn't you say that Thep Confan are the only aliens that can handle corrodium without protection? Izuku, yup, but it a good thing I have Snarrow. Izuku activates Geometrix and selects Snarrow and hits the Omnitrix. Izuku, Snarrow, go now. As Gwen takes off, as Izuku looks at the alley and starts walking as he takes a corner just to be hit and fall on the ground as he looks to see 2 little girls, one being Eri and the other being the little Thep Confan called Hazel. When Hazel sees Izuku as Snarrow, she hugs him. Hazel, Papa, save us. Just then, Izuku grabs both the girls and rolls as a blast hit where Izuku and the girls were, and Izuku stands up with the girls behind him. Izuku, Snarrow, hey, what's the big idea? Overhaul. I am sorry, my weapon went off. Izuku, Snarrow, nice try, like I wow, hey, you're Overhaul. Overhaul, you know me. Izuku, Snarrow, yeah, a plumber trainee that was kicked out for stealing alien tech and selling it, I read your file. Overhaul. Well, no point in acting innocent, hand over the 2 girls and I won't kill you. Izuku, Snarrow, yeah, sorry, no dice. Izuku sends his raps to Overhaul, who shoots them with JS Blast as jumps over and sweeps kicks Overhaul, making him hit the ground as Izuku tries to grab him, but Overhaul rolls and fires his blaster again, but Izuku dodges with ease and punches Overhaul, making him hit the wall, dropping his blaster as it breaks open to show a piece of corrodium as the piece bunches out and goes to Eri and Hazel, but when it does, Eri started to feel pain, making Izuku lose focus on Overhaul and run to Eri and picks up the piece of corrodium and puts it in his body, stopping the corrodium from affecting Eri as he turns to see Overhaul gone. Izuku, Snarrow, and he is gone, but whatever, I will find him. Hazel, Papa. Izuku looks down at Eri and Hazel. Izuku, Snarrow, are you two okay? Hazel. That bad man tried to use more to hurt Eri. Izuku, Snarrow, more what? Eri. That purple rock. Izuku, Snarrow, what? Hazel. But I stopped it. I put the purple rock into my body like you just did, Papa, saving Eri from getting hurt, then we ran and found you. Izuku. Snarrow, you have more corrodium in your body. Eri. The purple rock doesn't hurt Hazel. Izuku. Snarrow, so your name is Hazel and your name is Eri, right? Eri, yes. Izuku, Snarrow, well, my friends are on their way to help us, and after that I will take you to a nice safe place. Eri, will you be there, Papa? Hazel, will you? Izuku, Snarrow, yes, I will be there. Eri and Hazel, yay. We start off with Izuku still as Snarrow as we see a few different plumbers taking the weapons, as we see two plumbers in special suits with a container as they open it, as Izuku opens his chest and puts the piece of corrodium in, as Izuku looks at Hazel, who walked up, as Izuku picks her up as she puts the corrodium in her body, which was 5 pieces, as the plumbers close the container. Izuku turns back into human, making Eri and Hazel shocked. Hazel, Papa, you're human. Eri. But can turn into one of Hazel's people. Izuku. I can change into many different aliens, but right now let's get you girls out of here. I have some questions for you girls. Time skip brought to you by Chibi Eri and Chibi Hazel, being carried by Chibi XLR8 to UA. As we see Gwen, Katsumi, Nizu, Myax, GT and RG in a meeting room as Izuku is sitting on a chair with Eri and Hazel sitting on his lap. Izuku. Alright girls, tell us why Overhaul had you. Eri. The bad man would cut me and take my blood. He said he was using me to make bullets to stop quirks. Gwen, he what? Everyone looked at Gwen as they see her hair turning pink and her eyes full pink as she takes a few breaths and calms down. Izuku, go on. Hazel. He also hurt me with alien tools to make me make the purple rock Asistorakoro. Izuku, corrodium. Hazel, yes, Papa. When Hazel said Papa, that made everyone lean forward wondering if they just heard her say Papa. Eri, he made us help him, got weapons from other men in those suits. Izuku, the plumbers. Eri, yes, Papa. When Eri said Papa, that made everyone besides Izuku realized they see Izuku as a dad. Eri, he made us run in front of the truck, then attacked when they stopped. Izuku, I see. Nizu. Well, we put a call out to all plumbers that Overhaul is a fugitive of the plumbers. They will keep an eye out for him. Izuku. Good, now what do we do with them? Gwen. I think it is obvious you adopt them. Izuku, what? Katsumi. Aiken, they have been calling you Papa. Izuku. They have. Myax. You seriously haven't noticed? Eri, Papa. Hazel, Papa. Izuku looks at both. Izuku. I guess they have been, I didn't notice. RG, well, you better start. Izuku. Wait, I am underage, I can't adopt kids. Nizu, you leave that to me and GT. GT. Since we plumbers are above Earth laws, we can pull special arrangements so you can adopt them without any issues. Izuku. So I am a father now. Gwen. I guess that makes me mother. Katsumi. The same goes for me. Myax. I am a grandma. Eri, we have 2 mommies. Hazel, and a grandma. Eri and Hazel, why? As both Eri and Hazel jump for joy as Izuku smiles, but then thinks of something and walks out of the room while Eri and Hazel go to the others. Izuku looks around and brings his Omnitrix up. Izuku. Omnitrix call Dad code 10-00089 Planet Galvan Mark II. As Asmith appears on the Omnitrix as he looks at Izuku. Asmith. Yes, Izuku, what is it? Izuku. Dad, I want you to make a second Omnitrix for my daughter Eri. We start off right where we left off with Izuku asking Azimuth to make a second Omnitrix. Azimuth, you want what and who? Izuku. Let me explain. Izuku explains to Azimuth what happened. Azimuth. I understand. No, I even bet my axe is jumping for joy. Izuku. Not sure I left to call you. Azimuth. I see, but Izuku, you know it is impossible to make a second Omnitrix in this world. The Omnitrix is coded to Ben's DNA aka your DNA. If a second Omnitrix were to be made, it will connect its frequency to yours and turn whoever is wearing it into a version of you. Remember the reports you read about a Galvan named Albedo? He created a poor copy and turned into a copy of Ben. Izuku, yes, I remember, but you said poor copy, meaning that if someone knew what they were doing, they can make a second Omnitrix on a different frequency than the original. Just look at the reports of the Nematrix that Dr. Psychoboss made. It is a copy of the Omnitrix with different features, and that ran on its frequency than the Omnitrix because he knew what he was doing. Azimuth. I understand your reasoning. Izuku. Plus, who better to make a new actual Omnitrix than the son of the original? Plus, you have the original blueprints to the prototype Omnitrix Ben first got, meaning that you can easily recode it to run on a different frequency than mine so Eri doesn't turn into me. Azimuth. Alright, I will do it. When you make good points like that, I cannot argue with you on making a second Omnitrix. Izuku, thanks, Dad. Azimuth. Yeah, just get Eri to pick out some alien DNA so I can code them into the Omnitrix. Izuku. Got it. Azimuth ends the call as Izuku goes back in to see Eri being held by Gwen and Hazel being held by Katsumi as we cut to them walking into the dorms as everyone see the kids as Tenya walks up to them. Tenya, what are kids doing here? They are not allowed, especially that alien brat. I will contact the proper authorities to expose of them. Izuku, exposed. Tenya, kill. Izuku just punched the fuck out of Tenya as everyone was looking at Tenya on the ground like you asshole as Tanya walks up. Tanya. Husband, you can punch your brother. Izuku. On shut up crazy psycho, he insulted my daughters. Everyone, what? Lucy. What do you mean by daughters? Izuku. After I saved them, they started calling me Papa, which I didn't realize until it was pointed out, and since plumbers are above Earth laws, I am able to adopt them and I am. Hope, well, congratulations. Tanya. No. You cannot have any kids that aren't with me. That also means adoption, so these brats must be gone. Nizu. That is enough. Everyone stops to see Nizu with most of the staff members as Nizu walks up and looks at Tanya and Tenya, who was now waking up from being punched by Izuku. Nizu. I have the right mind to expel you both. I gave you a chance after what you did, but all you two been doing since seeing Izuku is force him back, and I am sick of it. Tanya. But sir, it wasn't our fault. Tenya. That is right, it is his. Nizu. That is it, you're both expelled. Tenya and Tanya. You can't do that. Izuku. Uncle Nizu, sir. Nizu, yes, Izuku. Izuku. I have an idea. Instead of expelling them, put them in general studies. Tenya, you can't do that, we are meant to be heroes. Tanya. That is right. Nizu. Well, I really should expel them, but I will move them to general studies. Tenya. No, you can't. Tanya. Please, sir, I can't be without my Izuku. Nizu. Pack your bags, you are moving into the general studies dorm. Tenya and Tanya look down as Mike takes them to their rooms to pack as Izuku and the girls introduce Eri and Hazel to everyone. As we cut to All Might in an apartment. Kurogiri is right, I should just pretend to want Izuku back as a son, and do anything to make it happen, so I get Inko and Izumi back, but what should I do? All Might thinks very hard, which was hurting his peanut-sized brain as he finally got an idea. I will give him OFA, he always wanted a quirk, and if I give him OFA he will be so grateful he will come back, and so will Inko and Izumi. Meanwhile, up in space. We see Kyber sitting on his ship looking at the Earth. Kyber. I never thought I would be back on this planet again to hunt down another Tennyson, but I can get my revenge on Tennyson's descendant. Plus, on my way here, I found 2 new specimens to study. Kyber looks at his monitor of this holding cell to see 2 wolf girls in a cell trying to break out. Kyber. Hybrids, what a rare find, half human, half Loboan, and they weren't that easy to capture, what a prize. Kyber stands up and walks to his weapons as he starts grabbing a few. Kyber. Watch your back, Izuku Tennyson, because I am coming for you. We see Kyber's ship descending from space to Earth as it turns invisible as we cut to one of the Plumber bases. Plumber 1. Sir, the ship, it is gone. Plumber 2. Must be a high-tech cloaking device that our sensors can't pick up. Plumber 1. Should I report this to Magister Sorihiko Torino, sir? Plumber 2. Yes, inform he we have an unauthorized ship that has landed and cannot track. Plumber 1. Yes, sir.